LSU Baseball, Tigers number 20 in the country, scored 6 runs on 9 hits in a 6-3 win over Southeastern Tuesday night at the box, skip Bertman Field. LSU's back at the box Wednesday night against Grambling. First pitch tonight, set for 6:30. Pregame, 6 o'clock on Eagle 98.1. Paul Maneri, LSU head baseball coach, last night after the win.
It wasn't a real, great performance, but we found a way to win, and at the end of the day, that's what counts. I'd rather have a kind of a grinded out, not so pretty win than a, really good looking loss. So, we'll take it and we'll move forward.
What's a good looking loss?
What is
Southeastern? Yeah, is it possible to have a good looking loss against Southeastern? I'm going to think. Either way, Tigers get it done. This does kind of prove to me, though, that do maybe games really matter? Because everybody that yells about them mattering, now that you win the game, they're like, well, it doesn't matter. It's just Southeastern. You got to do it on the weekend. But they'll have another chance tonight against Grambling to get them bats warmed up, as we are now 6 games away from SEC play.
We'll find out if the Tigers are for real tonight, if they can go back-to-back in the midweek.
Yeah, exactly. This tonight is the game that will decide. Okay, yes, I will stake my College World Series claim on tonight's game. Let's see if the Tigers can get it done.
You heard it here on OTB. LSU Basketball, the Tigers will play their final road game of the regular season tonight at 6 o'clock against Arkansas in Fayetteville, before finishing the regular season at 1 o'clock on Saturday against Anthony Edwards and the Georgia Bulldogs. That'll be at the Maravich Center in honor of Senior Day. Will Wade had some media availability on Monday and talked about where the program stood with 2 regular season games left.
We've talked about where things stand, but we don't spend a whole lot of time worrying about that. We just need to win. The seeding and all that sort of thing takes care of itself if you win. And it's an opportunity for a quad 1 road win. Be a big win for us, another feather in the cap. Give us a winning road record in the SEC, which I think we're 4-4 in the league on the road, and so finishing 5-4 in the league on the road would be very good. But we certainly talk about, we've talked about last week, kind of where we are in the hierarchy of things within our conference and nationally, and what we need to do to finish things out and to be where we want to be.
Unless I'm an idiot and bad at math, both of which are entirely possible, I believe that a win tonight would clinch that double bye. It would put LSU at 12-5 overall, with Mississippi State and South Carolina in those spots right outside the double bye with 7 losses. So take care of business tonight, and you'll be in a good spot for that SEC tournament.
I agree with everything you just said. Former Tiger basketball star Collis Temple III, CT3, will represent LSU as a part of the 2020 Allstate SEC Basketball Legends. That will be honored at the men's basketball tournament coming up March 11th through the 15th at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. This marks the 22nd year of the SEC Basketball Legends program. Temple, whose dad, Collis Temple Jr., was the SEC legend back in 2006, played for LSU from 99 through 03, and he was a part of the SEC championship squad in 2000. That team advanced to the NCAA Sweet 16 and played on 3 postseason teams, including the 2002 NIT squad, the 2003 NCAA Tournament squad that was led by Coach John Brady. Temple finished with over 1,100 points in his 4 years on campus and was a university high standout before that. He'll be honored at the SEC Basketball Tournament. New Orleans Pelicans last night, Malik Beasley scored 28 points. D'Angelo Russell scored 14 of his 23 in the second half, and the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Pelicans 139-134 on Tuesday night. Not a lot of defense in the association in that game on Tuesday. The Pelicans are back in action tonight in Dallas at 8:30. This will be the first time Zion Williamson will play back-to-back games since his reevaluation. Got a text from Ben Mintz. He's on the road from North Louisiana, headed to the Metroplex tonight to flock up with the Pels and Big Z.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to carry some of that enthusiasm into the Dallas after last night, though. I mean, it should be hard to be as you play 82 games in an NBA season. It should be hard to be as disappointed as I am this morning in what you had to witness last night. Jordy, do you realize in their last 23 games, the Minnesota Timberwolves had won 2?
Ugh.
This is a team that is actively tanking. Did you realize that Karl-Anthony Towns...
I didn't know Malik Beasley was still in the league.
Karl-Anthony Towns didn't even play. He's hurt. Now,
really?
Shout out to Naz Reid. Gets his first NBA double-double. 13 points, 14 boards. Naz Reid, hell of a story. From undrafted to G League starter, now starting for the T-Wolves. But, man, this is – and we'll get into it more. This is as inexcusable of a loss as I've seen in the past few years.
One of the most brutal games of what if you can play right now is what if LSU basketball had Nas Reed, Tremont Waters. They could be national championship contenders.
Yeah, obviously. Nas is very, very good at basketball. And whatever happened in the pre-draft process to freak people out, that is now completely in the past.
New Orleans Saints are adding former Maryland defensive pass game coordinator Corey Robinson to their staff. According to AL.com, they were the first to report it to the Saints, adding to their analyst staff. And you see Mike Thomas's tweet yesterday as he screenshotted and screen grabbed Jamar Chase's tweet, which was a highlight of 2-minute and 20-second highlight on Twitter, of course, of Jamar Chase's junior season, which was fantastic. His sophomore season, which he took home the Biletnikoff Award at 19 touchdowns. Jamar Chase tweeted out yesterday's highlight video. Mike Thomas at Can't Guard Mike quote tweeted it, said, "Dang, I got to step my game up." He was stepping all year with the strength emoji.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty cool of your Jamar Chase. And yes, you were a Biletnikoff winner, best receiver in the nation, no doubt about that. But the man who just quote tweeted you and said he has to step his game up because of what you did just broke the NFL record for catches in a season. In fact, he was just named AP Offensive Player of the Year in the NFL. So I'm sure that Jamar has a little extra spring in his step this morning.